What if the biggest twist in Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed isn't who died, but who's about to die next? Episode 8 raises the stakes in a major way. Instead of giving viewers the answers they've been waiting for, it introduces even more uncertainty. Long-hidden secrets begin to surface, alliances start to crumble, and one character suddenly finds himself standing in the most dangerous position of anyone left in the story. By the time the credits roll, one question dominates the conversation. Will Rudy become the next murder victim? Let's break down everything Episode 8 reveals, explain what the ending really means, and look at why Rudy's future suddenly looks much darker than anyone expected. Episode 8 feels very different from the episodes that came before it. Earlier chapters focused heavily on the immediate mystery surrounding the murders and the people directly connected to them. This episode widens the scope. It suggests that the crimes we've been watching may be only one part of something much larger. Instead of wrapping up loose ends, the writers make it clear that there are still powerful people operating behind the scenes. That realization changes everything. The danger is no longer limited to one suspect or one investigation. Every character who gets too close to the truth now becomes a potential target. And that's exactly where Rudy finds himself. One of the strongest themes throughout Episode 8 is trust, or rather, the complete lack of it. Characters who once depended on each other begin questioning every conversation, every decision, and every hidden secret. Several relationships that seemed solid now appear incredibly fragile. As new information comes to light, it becomes obvious that people have been withholding critical pieces of the puzzle. Some do it to protect themselves. Others believe they're protecting someone else. But in a conspiracy this dangerous, keeping secrets often creates even bigger problems. That growing atmosphere of suspicion gives Episode 8 its tension. No one knows who can be trusted anymore. Rudy spends much of the episode trying to make sense of everything happening around him. Unlike some of the other characters, he isn't motivated by revenge or personal ambition. He simply wants the truth. Ironically, that's exactly what places him in danger. The more Rudy investigates, the more he realizes that the situation is far more complicated than it first appeared. He begins connecting details that others either ignored or deliberately concealed. From that moment onward, Rudy stops being an ordinary bystander. He becomes a liability. In thrillers like this, knowledge can be just as dangerous as committing the crime itself. Sometimes knowing too much is enough to put someone's life at risk. The final moments of Episode 8 are carefully designed to create uncertainty rather than provide closure. Instead of revealing exactly who controls the conspiracy, the episode shows that the organization remains one step ahead of everyone trying to expose it. Every move the heroes make seems to have already been anticipated. That creates an unsettling feeling. If someone is always watching, if someone always knows where the evidence is, and if someone can eliminate witnesses before they speak, then nobody is truly safe. That realization transforms the ending from a simple cliffhanger into something much more frightening. The threat is no longer theoretical. It's personal. Many viewers believe Rudy has become the most likely victim heading into Episode 9. There are several reasons for that theory. First, Rudy is getting closer to discovering the truth. Mystery dramas often eliminate characters immediately before they uncover the biggest secret. Doing so raises the emotional stakes while delaying the final reveal. Second, Rudy isn't protected in the same way other major characters are. Some characters remain useful because they serve as suspects, distractions, or bargaining chips. Rudy doesn't fit any of those categories. If the people behind the conspiracy view him as a threat, removing him could become the simplest solution. Third, Episode 8 repeatedly places the camera on Rudy during moments of isolation. In television storytelling, that's rarely accidental. The direction encourages viewers to feel uneasy whenever he's alone. It's subtle, but extremely effective. Of course, there's another possibility. The writers may want us to believe Rudy is doomed simply to surprise everyone later. This series has consistently used misdirection. Every time viewers think they've solved the mystery, another twist changes the entire picture. That means Rudy's apparent danger could actually be a distraction. Perhaps someone else is the real target. Or perhaps Rudy survives because another character unexpectedly intervenes. The uncertainty is exactly what makes the ending work so well. Beyond the mystery, Episode 8 is really about consequences. Every decision carries a cost. Every secret creates another problem. Every lie eventually demands a price. Characters who believe they could control events discover that the conspiracy has been controlling them all along. That's why the emotional tension feels stronger than ever. This is no longer simply a murder mystery. It's a story about how ordinary people react when they're trapped inside a situation far bigger than they imagined. Based on everything Episode 8 shows us, Rudy is unquestionably in greater danger than ever before. However, the episode stops short of confirming his fate. Instead, it leaves viewers with a carefully constructed cliffhanger. Our prediction is that Rudy will survive the immediate threat, but only barely. The writers seem more interested in increasing the tension than resolving it right away. A near-death encounter could push Rudy into becoming an even more important player in the investigation. On the other hand, if the series wants to prove that no character is safe, Rudy's death would certainly accomplish that. Either outcome would dramatically change the direction of the story. Episode 9 now carries enormous expectations. Viewers want answers about the conspiracy. They want the truth behind the murders. They want to know who can still be trusted. And above all, they want to find out whether Rudy escapes alive. If the show delivers on the suspense created in Episode 8, the next episode could become one of the season's biggest turning points. Episode 8 proves that Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed is saving some of its biggest surprises for the final stretch. The mystery has expanded, the stakes have become much higher, and Rudy now stands at the center of the danger. Whether he becomes the next victim or manages to survive, one thing is certain. His choices will have major consequences for everyone involved. But what do you think? Will Rudy survive Episode 9, or has Episode 8 already sealed his fate? Let us know your theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest TV recaps, ending explanations, and fan theories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.